That I know that I look like a friggin' fairy. I know. I dress this way on purpose. I'm very grandmother Patty. So I can dress any way I want. So when I was looking through my closet this morning, he said, "Ooh, that looks fun." They said something about purple and pink, and I just had to put it together, and you know what? The only thing missing is my wig. So, anyway, I am grandmother Patty, and I was here when Mackenzie was born, and I played her some special music that will that I looked forward to in years to come playing for her, because it was a CD called Angel Love, and absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to read this in connection with that and then tell you a couple stories. This is called They're Singing Their Song. When a woman in a certain African tribe knows she's pregnant, she goes out into the wilderness with a few friends, and together they pray and meditate until they hear the song of the child. They recognize that every soul has its own vibration that expresses its unique flavor and purpose. When the women attune to the song, they sing it out loud. Then they return to the tribe and teach it to everyone else. When the child is born, the community gathers and sings the child's song to him or her. Later, when the child enters education, the village gathers and chants the child's song. When the child passes through the initiation into adulthood, the people again come together and sing. At the time of marriage, the person hears his or her song. Finally, when the soul is about to pass from this world, the family and friends gather at the person's bed just as they did at their birth, and they sing the person to the next life. The African tribe, there is one other occasion upon which the villagers sing to the child. If at any time during his or her life the person commits a crime or aberrant social act, the individual is called to the center of the village, and the people in the community form a circle around them. Then they sing their song to them. The tribe recognizes that the correction for antisocial behavior is not punishment, it is love and remembrance of identity. When you recognize your own song, you have no desire or need to do anything that would hurt another. A friend is someone who knows your song and sings it to you when you have forgotten it. Those who love you are not fooled by the mistakes you have made or dark images you hold about yourself. They remember your beauty when you feel ugly, your wholeness when you're broken, your innocence when you feel guilty, and your purpose when you're confused. You may not have grown up in an African village in a tribe that sings your song to you at critical life transitions, but life has always reminded you when you are in tune with yourself and when you are not. When you feel good, what you are doing matches your song, and when you feel awful, it doesn't. In the end, we shall all recognize our song and sing it well. You may feel a little warbly at the moment, but so have all the other great singers. Just keep singing, and you'll find your way home. I think my desire would be that we would all find our song and find people that can help us learn what that song is and sing to each other. Let's sing ourselves back to life. Let's use this as a reason to find our song and sing it. For Z. For all of us, for the highest good. I can't get away without telling a story about Z's belly button. Anybody who has been around Z for very long, she would get this like dreamy look on her face and start this like little thing with her belly button, and she'd start like poke her lips out like this, you know. And she just had. You put her in footy pajamas, you can't do it because it zips up, so you have to have it like, where she can get to her belly button. That was so important. We just got used to that because she loves her belly button. And the one story is me and Shaylin and Mackenzie were going to work and we're driving down the highway, and me and Shay were talking about, it was her idea, about God and, God being in, God being in the trees and the, you know, the river and the clouds and our hands and our hearts and all this ever going on. And Rosita just loved to have a bottle of water in her mouth. And she's listening, I guess. Bernard's being paying attention to her. All of a sudden she pops that out and she goes, well, I feel God in my belly button. Another level, and I won't go very far, is I was looking forward to the time when she might figure that there's another trigger a few inches down, that once she figured out what that was, she was going to be on a rocket ship, you know? Well, so for now, you know, I know that's weird, but I couldn't help thinking about it because she just Anyway, it's an honor to be Zee's grandma, and I am fairy grandmother Patty, and I will always miss her, and she will always be in my heart. And look at all the people she touched. Look at what one 6-year-old can do. What can one person do? Let's find that song.